one of the Globers' perspectives was that yeah, I'm gonna just talk purely logical and be proud of it. So it's like, well, you've had a framework, you relinquish logic, and then yeah, they go on to just I don't know anything. It's complete faith. So either you can have complete faith in this you know ideology, this graven image. You can do that. Anyways, I broke my train of thought. I thought someone was interrupting me. It just seems kind of disappointing that when there's such an easy thing, like here's somebody flying 3,000 miles in whatever hours it was, and here is the Star Trail, and it was so beautiful. I mean, it looks fake. I'm like, maybe it's just fake. Is that the claim too? Is it just fake? Because it was so awe-inspiring. It's like clearly that's what I because it comports with eyewitness testimony from outside, like looking to the side of the airplane, and why I think this way, and that like we're the Glover will present like well the premise has to be that the flat earther is always wrong. That's their premise. Like tis globe, flat earther says it is eating you know and too much lead paint or whatever, right? And here we go. We're gonna go talk about actual science, and here's gas pressure, here's fluid dynamics, right? I guess I'm supposed to elaborate more. Uh, PV equals nRT, that volume for inert gas nature. And then we have simply the fact of reality of water seeking its own level. Pascal's law. There we go. Let's go. Levels, we can have different levels. Fluid dynamics are all measured conceptually, horizontal. And so I'm just wondering, in all of this fanciful derivations of methods of measurement, where does the glob come into play? Where is the glob curve? Like, when do I need to consider that there's such thing as a glob? Can somebody point me in that direction? Because I prove that there's such thing as a glob model. Because a lot of times people have been saying that there's no such thing as a scientific model that comports to the glob, and so it's not there, and I'm looking for somebody to show me where is that glob model because I know a model is like a toy car or maybe I made a paper mache around a balloon, popped the balloon on the inside and painted what I think continents are and stuff. And I made a really cool little art piece around a ball, and it was made out of paper mache. And then I told people, "Hey, I live on that." Maybe I went and did that, but I never actually ever did that because I was never a globe guard. I was never that. Like even as a kid, like I was like, man, like space is the final frontier. Like this shit is so cool. And then reality kind of strikes you, and it's like, actually, where's even the evidence for the initial premise for all these fairy tale stories that come after it? like where lands are outside of the visible space, the spectrum of your visible reality, of your comprehensible reality, because that's what reality is. It's very comprehensible. You can comprehend reality. But if somebody wants to tell you something is for something else because something like up is down because down is up and there's no such thing as direction and therefore, yeah, think it logically. You have to. I don't know at what point in all of that, like my condensing of that made sense. None of it did. Like, but you could sit at somebody's lecture and they would tell you one specific part of that for 8 hours, bro. And so it's so much wasted potential because you're born as a batter, they utilize you as ballet. So what a lot of the big question is why? What do you gain? And I tell you, to this day, every day, you stand before me, you witness me, you see me. Clarity of vision. Simple. You have a clarity of vision. I don't have to be the greatest speaker. I don't have to be the greatest empath. I can understand what is real and what isn't real. That's a gift. And I think that is the probably the only right that should be bestowed to people is their ability to perceive what is real from what is not real. And that comes from a lot of uh, analysis, right? Analysis, whatever you want to do with it. You take some analysis of the situation, you assess it, then you go on to exhaustion.